Hey everybody and welcome to ECH Kraken News. I'm not going to bury the lead, but as of Friday, April 30th, the Seattle Kraken are officially the NHL's 32nd team. So, RJ, what does this mean and how did it happen?
That's right. The Kraken have officially joined the NHL. They are the 32nd franchise. On Friday, the Kraken announced that they had completed the final installment of their $650 million expansion payment to the NHL. And as we've mentioned before, as active as the Kraken have been in all the league's affairs, they have a GM, they have an arena that's soon to be built, that sort of thing. They still haven't officially been a member of the league, and that was completed with their final payment to the NHL on Friday. Now, this will allow the Kraken to do some exciting things going forward. They can now sign free agents. They'll have a representative in the league's board of governors, and that means they can vote on and participate in all the league business. So, lots of exciting times coming up for the Kraken. And one of those coming up is the draft lottery, which was reported by Elliot Friedman. The league is targeting June 2nd for the draft lottery this year, which is a little under a month away. With the new lottery format starting this year, only the first two picks will be chosen by lottery. Now, that's down from three in the previous format. The Kraken will have the third best lottery odds of any team, they'll have an 11.5% chance of picking first overall. So they'll be very involved come June 2nd, and it'll be must-watch TV for any Kraken fan. So Dylan, not to get too into this, we'll cover this more on a dedicated draft show later, I'm sure. But given this year's draft class and how it's shaping up, how important will this draft lottery be for the Kraken?
Well, the draft lottery is always important because, at the end of the day, you always want to be picking higher because it increases your chance of getting whoever you feel is the best player, right? If you're picking first, you get to take whoever you want, right? You don't have to settle potentially. That said, this draft is not like some of the previous drafts we've seen. There is no Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews, generational type player. So if the Kraken miss out on the first pick, it's not going to like set the franchise back, and it's not going to, catapult one of their rivals to instant contention or something. But like I said, it's one of those things where you still want to be able to get whoever you think is going to be the best player. We've talked about it already. Things are going to be really tricky this year. Not a lot of tape to watch from certain players. A lot of the CHL, the major junior leagues, didn't play a lot. The OHL canceled their season outright after trying a little bit. So it's going to be hard to judge people. It's a little hard to get a read on people just for us as fans and as people talking about this stuff because there wasn't a lot to watch. So, like I said, it's not as exciting as in some years past, but it's also got a little bit more intrigue, and it's a little more interesting as we're gonna start to be digging into it as the lottery and the draft gets closer. All right, RJ, but that wasn't all that happened this last weekend.
Right. We also got another update on the Kraken's plans for the expansion draft, which kind of got lost in the shuffle with the Kraken completing their final payment on Friday and everything going on. So in an article on Friday, Ryan Clark of The Athletic said that the Kraken are looking to hold a live event in Seattle on July 21st with a made-for-TV production that could be staged at multiple locations all across the Pacific Northwest. And it would involve celebrities with regional ties in the broadcast and potentially players. They said they would like to include players, but that it may have to be done virtually depending on the circumstances. As far as fans attending, Clark says the situation remains fluid, and they're still in talks with state and local health officials just to see what they'll be allowed to do. As we know with COVID, it's still kind of a fluid situation with that. He does say, regardless, the expectation is that the event will be held outside. And they do want to showcase Seattle and the Pacific Northwest and kind of the whole region to the rest of the league and kind of give them a feel for this hockey market. So with celebrities, Dylan, are there any celebrities you'd like to see? What do you think of these plans?
Well, first off, I love the plans. This is something we talked about. I'll link the video below and have a card probably up there somewhere to take you to it. But this is exactly what we talked about, which is do it outside because of COVID, and then you get to show off the city to everyone. It's a beautiful city. It's certainly beautiful in July. As we all know, summers here are fantastic. So why not show that off to the rest of the league? Celebrity wise, sticking with sports, I'd love to see Russell Wilson. Just personally, that would be my choice. It's the NFL off season, so he should be available. Hopefully, you know. What about you?
Russell Wilson would be a great pick, and maybe affirm that he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I thought of another Wilson. Rainn Wilson might be cool to see. As we know him as Dwight from The Office. Among other roles, but it would be cool to see him announce a pick.
Yeah, but let's be real. It's going to be Mr. Seattle, Kenny G.
Yeah. Oh, you got Kenny G up on stage with the newest Kraken player.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
That would be great. All right, so that's it for this week's Kraken news. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment if you have any ideas about what you'd like to see the expansion draft look like, or your thoughts on Seattle officially becoming the 32nd team in the league, any of that stuff. And make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our future uploads. And we'll see you next time.